What is up? Today we're gonna make a tutorial on how to make a game in Flash. It would be a basic game because the main reason of it is to add Newgrounds medals and a scoreboard. So we're gonna be using Flash, and you must have a Newgrounds account. So I'm just gonna make a basic hit test game for now. So here I have a basic wall with the instance name of wall and a box, which will be the character with the instance name of box. You can make anything. It doesn't even have to be this type of game. I'm just gonna make a game like this to show you how to be able to add medals. I'm just gonna write in the code for basic movement on the frame actions, not any movie clip actions. The frame. So I've got basic code on the frame. That's a row.box that the speed is 7, row.box that res as in resistance is equal to row.box that will divide by 2, and on the enter frame function of keys left and root hit test. If you're not hit testing the wall, this.x minus res, meaning if the left button is down and the wall is not hitting his x position minus his whole width divided by 2, which is this divided by 2. So if he's moving left and the box wall is not hitting this side of him, because he'll take this point, because this is his x position, and you say minus his width from here to here divided by 2, which we don't check for here. So if it's not hitting here, then he would still go left, and the same with right, up and down, if not hitting all the different corners. And if we test this, and we press the button, it can no longer go left when he's hitting the walls. And now I'm just gonna add in a base coin to collect when, and that will probably add a medal to it. So I've made a coin, and I'll give it the instance name of coin, and then I'll just write in some actions for it. Okay, so I've made the walls bigger so that it would only be as big as the screen, so that you would not be able to go outside of the screen itself. And also made the box a bit smaller, and in the layer with the coin actions, and in the actions is root.coin dot diag, whereas like it's diagonal. Resistance is his width divided by 4, and his resistance is his width divided by 2. And this big line of code checks if the box hit tests like his circular path of him. So if the box hits the 8 different points of him, he just go at a random part of the screen. And just adding root dot score plus equals 10, and I added in root dot score plus equals 10 to it. And now to make the score box, you can use whatever font, whatever size. You don't even have to make a game like this. I'm just doing this for the tutorial. Dynamic text, make sure it's a dynamic text, a single line dynamic text, and use device fonts as the anti-alias. And we'll give it a variable name of score, and in the actions on the layer you'd say root.score equals 0. Now if you run it, it says 0 when we move around to collect it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And just adding a basic health that will continuously go down unless you get the coin. So I'm going to make it now. So I've made a health rectangle movie clip and gave it the instance name of hell. Now to add in code for it. Now I've just added a new line of code. I added root.hell.maxHell is equal to its width at the start of the game, and then in the coin enter frame I'll say if when he's touched and the score plus equals 10, if the health plus 10 is not equal to max health, then it would if it's not more than or equal to max health, then it will plus 10, else the width would be equal to max health. And also in the health enter frame, if the width is less than or equal to 0, go to game over, which we'll make in a while, and we want the health to minus all the time. Let's test this. Forget to add in root.health.width plus equals 10. Now let's try, and it continues equal 10, so we get it, and then when we lose it's supposed to go to the game over screen that we make now. And in the actions, the frame actions, we'd say root.menu button dot unrelease equals to function go to and stop menu, which we'd make now. So on this game screen, above everything we'd want to put stop as well. And now let's just make a menu and give the button the instance name of play button. And then in the frame actions, we'd say after stop play button dot on release equals function go to and stop game. And now give the menu name called menu and the game name called game. Now let's run this. If this dot width is more than less than or equal to 1, in this case go to and stop game over. So this should work now. Okay, so that works. Copy this box here and paste it over here, and put another box next to it. Make this one static. Well, then I just do this because this is my game. Your score is equal to that. And we just put that into a group. And put the game over screen on top. And no, this is score 90. Now we want to add in the scoreboard and all that stuff. So just before all these frames, you just put one extra frame for the preloader and just give it loader, so that's where it will start off. I'll save the game. So I'm back, and now we'll go to Newgrounds. This is where we want to add in the API. So go to the P on top, that's the projects page, and it'll have all your modified projects. With the project system, game is manage games, create new project. Enter new project name and just put Newgrounds API tutorial, then you click next. We'd have to upload a game file in order to get it. So in Flash, we go to publish settings, publish, take flash.swf file, and we can browse, so put it wherever on your computer you want it to be. I choose a desktop, so I'm putting it there, and then click publish, so it will publish our game. Okay, and you might want to save after that as well. Then we'd go where it says game file, upload. You just go to the place where you published your game file and select it and click open, and it will say uploading, and by the time you can add in a description. So I've made my description, my generic tutorial, and whatever tags, rating according to what your game is, you choose with these things. And we're not gonna publish the game yet because we don't have to, it will be saved. The image, I'll upload an image in a few, but for now go to API tools. As you read out this entire terms and conditions, I read it countless times, so you say agree, show me the tools, or if you don't agree, then don't bother watching the tutorial. Then download the appropriate API package. You can click all to see the different types. For if you're using ActionScript 2, you download this one, and this is for ActionScript 3. Well, the description will show you what it is for, so I downloaded this one, and when it opens up in my Flash, I just open it. So I've opened my Newgrounds API, and this is the API connector on the first frame. You can just Control-C to copy it and paste it over in the first frame of your game. Put it wherever you want. I just put it in the middle for this one. And in order to make it connect, you need to put in the API ID and the encryption key, which you'd get from here. Click on API tools, and it would load up your API ID and the encryption key. So just copy the ID and put it here, and the encryption key, and put it here. You can choose if it will be an add and preloader or add only or invisible whatsoever, and the add type. Now we have that, we need to add in the few codes to connect it. So this is what we'd add in on the first frame and the layer. Import com.newgrounds, add event listener, which is the API connector. So we'll check for that, and API.connect root, and where it says ID, we put in your API ID, and where it says encryption key, put in the encryption key. And then on the function, it will check if the event was a success and will trace it as a success, else it will trace the error. And that's run this. So it will say the API is connected and ready to use in the output, and it say your ad code is working, so you can play the game. So your medals initialize, your scoreboards initialize, your save groups. We won't be using save groups on the medals and scoreboards, and we'd add that in a few. So just click play, and you can play the game. Now we're going to add in simple medals. So let's save this. The first thing you need to do is open any paint editor. I use paint.net. And to make a new file size, 55 pixel by 55, this will be the image for this medals, and you have to have an image or the medal. You just can't make a medal. So I just draw some random images. First of all, you need to think about what type of medals you'd want in the game and make a picture based on it. Now we just save this. Now we're going to make another picture for another medal. We'll make another medal again. And that's enough medals for this video. Let's just make our title screen one time. It can be is 140 pixels wide and 90 pixels high. So let's just make a title screen. Now that we've made the images, let's just add it to a project file. So upload this. In the folder we made the title screen and press OK. Open there, so it's uploaded. And now go back in API tools and press medals. We're going to add our medals to the website, then to be added in the game. So let's name our medals. We call description collect a coin. Difficulty you can choose whatever. Easy 5 points. Secret medal no, and you need to upload an icon or it won't work. It must be 50 by 50 or bigger. I'd commonly use 55 by 55. So we made first coin medal. I'll wait until it's uploaded and then submit. Note your game is not published at yet, so do not publish it yet. To add a new medal, just press the add a new medal and fill out the form again. I just added the other medals. Now just remember the names of your medals: first coin, game over, and 100 coins with spaces. So go back in the flash game, go to the game frame and say if this.random is equal. When you collect a coin, import com.newground.asterisk and then api.unlock medal and the name of it, which is first coin. Then and we say if root.score is more than or equal to 100, api.unlock medal 100 coins. Now on the game over screen we'd say api.unlock medal game over, and also import com.newgrounds.asterisk. Now on the frame we'd add a new layer. It will cover up all the frames in the game, and we call it medal pop up. So this will be the medal pop up. Go back to the Newgrounds API where it says game components on like frame 25, and take the medal pop up area, copy that, paste it on the medal pop up frame, but make sure it's somewhere on the stage for it to pop up. It won't show up until a medal is unlocked. so if it distracts you while you're coding, you can just block it out from your eye view, but it's still there in the game. So that'll be on top frame, will be on all frames of the game. And that's how we have medals working. Just save this. On the medal pop-up area, it's always on top. Make sure it says always on top true. Now we can go and add a scoreboard. So go back to Newgrounds API tools, scoreboards, and add a new scoreboard. We call the scoreboard high score, or you can name it whatever you want. This would not pop up on the scoreboard, it's just the name you want to give it, so just call it board. I'll call it board. The score type, you can choose what type you want. If you want the new score to add to the user existing score, or standard scores will post it individually, or you can add two different scoreboards for those different stuff. Sort scores from highest to lowest, lowest to highest. You choose score format simple. Here we'll show you the different type of formats. I'll leave it as simple and submit scoreboard. So we have a scoreboard here. Now go in the game itself, on the game over screen, and from the Newgrounds API that you downloaded, where it says scoreboard, just copy this and paste it. You can position it wherever on the screen you want it to be, and change the size of it either to be bigger or smaller, or adjust items around it to give it more room. Now go in the scoreboard properties and put the scoreboard name, which was board, the period, leave it as all time, and the title text as what would show up here. You can put it as highest score made. And now to add scores to the scoreboard, just go in the actions, and under API.unlock medal game over, say API.post score, open brackets, the name of the board, scoreboard, which is board, comma, and the score you want it to be, which would be root.score. So it would post root.score to the board according to the person's username. Save this, and now let's run everything to see if it works. Your add code is working. Play. So collect a coin. It's a medal get first coin, and now we just collect the answers. Let's say game over, and API debugger high score 30. Menu. Let's play again. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So it have 100 coins, and API debugger 100. So we have that. We can make another scoreboard for your sake. So just give this more space. We have more space. We just add a new scoreboard and call this one adder, and we'll make it incremental, which new scores are added to users' existing score value. Simple, same thing, adder. Then go back to the game, duplicate this scoreboard, and the title text highest score built on, and the scoreboard name will be adder, and on the API post score we'd also API that post score adder root.score. So right now if we play it and we die, it will say API debugger, and this one does not work. So play. was 30 before, and now it's 70 because it add score. So go back to the menu, play again. So we have 40, 50, so it should go up to it says 80, but let's just play again. It takes a while to reload, so that's 70 added to 80, so 150. So it does add up over time, but it just changes. So the highest score was 100, but score added up was 150. And since it can't fit on the whole scoreboard here, we'd have to give them different names. So we say play and score, and on the other scoreboard, score added. Now we can save this. We've got the medals and the scoreboards working. I'll just write a simple description for this game and what it is about. Now I've made the description, so and we have everything working. So go back in publication details, go in Flash, press publish, so it would publish. Oh wait, go back to publish settings, and since we added a folder to where it should be published, click on the folder and then save. Swift already exists. Do you want to replace it? You can replace it if you want to, but I'll just give it a different name. And then when you're done with that, just publish it. And okay when finished, and save your game in case you might need to add more medals. Now just go with Flash game, not Swift, edit, make it whatever size it was in Flash, which is a 550 by 400, and if you want it to be double the size or bigger, then just put it like 600 by 825 or 1110 by 800, which would take up the entire screen and you won't really see most of it. So press the replace file to upload a file to replace it, and select the file that you recently published. While it's uploading, wait until it's finished, and you can preview it to see how it will play, so the medals pop up, medals work, and game over. So you can go back to menu, play again, and it will add on to here, and the high score will add to there. So the game works, and except for the 100 coins, which is a secret medal which is locked, I didn't get it in here yet. And if you're ready to publish, you can publish the game. I'm not going to publish the game yet because I have to publish this video, get the link to it, and then add it in the game so that the user would know what crappy this game was from about. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and like, subscribe, and ask for more anytime, whenever, again, and choose whatever protection setup you want in case people empty your game, embed your game and take it. But according to which mode you choose, you'd have to add in which domains to add. So that's it, and bye.